Hey everybody, it's Julie. Thanks for joining me here today for some Bible journaling in my pocket Bible. I'm here using the Under Construction collection for the month of October, and I've landed in the book of Ephesians. Now I'm using my Zondervan Pocket Bible. This particular entry is just going to fit perfectly in that little page. And I'm going to build up a house. I'm starting off by using this pattern swatch from the Faithfilled Digitals. I am all about pink polka dots. And I'm going to build a house. So I'm taking the rooftop stamp that came in the kit. And I'm going to stamp that. I'm just measuring it out and seeing if it'll fit actually on that piece. And it's a little bit bigger. So I'm going to take some of the cardstock. This is actually the cardstock that the stamp set came in that package, so I'm using it. I'm using Planetarium ink. This is one of the pigment inks from Creative Retreat Kits found in their shop. It is linked as a part of this collection because it coordinates. And I stamped that onto the cardstock, and now I'm going to stamp the door and also some windows. So I'm going to build myself a little house here. Now, I'm just going to talk about the passage as you see me playing this out. I double stamp that door to make it a little bit darker. And then I'm stamping here on the bottom of the page so that I can have an idea of where I need to cut. Because I'm going to make a little door that opens and shuts using a flip up, a flip out, a flip idea. Tip out. I can't remember exactly, but I'm making a hinge. Okay, so I just stamped a few extra windows. And you did see me use my stamp Shammy cleaner. I tend to wet it and each time I use it and then put it in a Ziploc bag so that while I'm working it doesn't dry out. Okay, so I cut out that door frame and then I cut out the pieces, and I'm going to use a little bit of a white gel pen to make that contrast a little bit brighter where the white is on that door. And I'm going to build this up. I'm taking some of this pattern swatch also from the Faithfilled Digitals to make kind of my grass, my ground. And I accidentally, at this point, I have flipped my page. And I'm going to have to do this on 2 pages because I flipped my page and prepared it, and I didn't want to rip the page. So I just, you'll see me flip that over in a few moments. I just have to do it again. Thankfully, I didn't get too far with it. So I'm going to start now building my house, and my title is going to say, Build Up One Another with Love. I'm using my Barely Art craft glue with the precision tip. It's just wonderful for these little small pieces. And I'm going to trim this. You'll see me switch back and forth between my 9-inch scissors and then my little snips here because they work really well for these small sections. These are all the Tim Holtz scissors. I will have all of the products linked that I have used in the description box, and those are mostly affiliate links so that you can still get the same price, but I do get a small commission for using those. I trimmed off, or if you use those, I trimmed off a little bit of the edge of the side of the house here, and I'm going to use that strip to mark off my verse, and now I'm just going to stamp. So my intent here is to build up this house, but to make it a really tall one, partially to fit all of my words in it, but also to give the idea that the more that we speak life and speak love and show love to each other and use encouraging words, the more we build up each other. So this really tall house is going to give that illusion that we continue to build one another up with love. I'm going to read from Ephesians, both chapter 4 and 5, just a few verses here. Verse 25 of chapter 4 says, Therefore each of you must put off falsehood and speak truthfully to your neighbor, for we are all members of one body. Verse 29 says, "Do not let any unwholesome talk come out of your mouths, but only what is helpful for building others up according to their needs, that it may benefit those who listen." Ouch. So don't let anything unwholesome come out of our mouths, because what we say will either tear down or build others up. And then finally in verse 5, "Follow God's example, therefore, as dearly loved children, and walk in the way of love, just as Christ loved us and gave himself up for us as a fragrant offering and sacrifice to God." That was verses 1 and 2 of chapter 5. So here I'm making my door frame and my little hinge. I used a little bit of some of the clear sticker sheets, clear sticker paper, and I trimmed off a bit of the edges, that extra parts in the margin that's always extra, and I just cut a couple of pieces for the inside and the outside. It's clear. You could also use just clear Scotch tape. All right, so I have my little door, and I'm putting a few stickers on here, the heart inside the door, a heart up in the window, and then a heart coming out of the chimney. So when we speak with love, we are building each other up. And then the opposite is also true. When we do not speak with love, we tear each other down. So in our homes, in our communities, in our neighborhoods, in our jobs, whomever we come in contact with, but especially in our homes, because that's where we let our guard down. And we've got to remember that we build each other up, especially in our homes. So I'm using these little scraps to mark off my passages, and then I will use my pen to mark off those specifically. Also outlined my elements with my precision pen. Now I'm coming in and taking one of the tabs from the sticker sheet, the decor sticker sheet, and it says "Build up one another." And because it's a sticky on the back, I put a little bit of this paper, some of my extra paper, on the back of it so that stickiness wouldn't be exposed. And I'm using this wonderful, wonderful washi tape. It's a grid check, but it's got gold foil. So I'm using that to anchor my tab over there. And also on my opposite page, I cut out one of the little labels from the Faithfilled digitals, and I'm putting my date stamp on there. And then I'm also going to anchor that with the washi tape and then put a heart over there. Now, as I'm going through, one of my tabs from another page just really seems, you can see it up there, it seems to interfere or almost distract from this page. So I'm going to come in and make another tab from the Faithfilled digitals, cut out one of those, and also I'll add in a journaling card. I just made with my pen the words, the stamped words, especially the scripty words there. I just used my pen to darken them up a little bit so they don't get lost so much on that pink polka dot paper, which is just my jam. It is so precious. So here I took the other tab that says love, because that's my theme here, speak love, and speak with love, build each other up with love. And by putting that there up at the top, now I'm not distracted by the other tab for another page. And I'm just going to build up a little journaling card now so that I can put some prayer journaling on the back of this card. And I'll have some space to just do a little bit of writing and journaling, because there wasn't any room on my page that I created. So I'm just going to add a few stickers, and it says love one another. This is a really cute journaling card with the hearts down at the houses down at the bottom. And that'll give me some space to journal on the back, and it's also just a cute balance to this page. And I clip that in, and there we have it. If you have any questions or comments about this page or this process, then leave them in the comment section and I will check those. Thanks so much for hanging out with me. Give this video a thumbs up if you liked it. Subscribe to this channel if you haven't already. And until next time, bye-bye.